So we've seen electric vehicle demand collapse in the last 6 to 8 months. Is there more going on behind the scenes that doesn't have to do just with electric vehicles, but all cars in general? Follow me through this. So here's an article from Portland, Oregon, where half the vehicles on the road have expired license plate. Imagine that. Half the cars on the road, they haven't renewed their license plate or their tags. That's a pretty high number. But is this something that was unexpected? Maybe it was something that's planned for. The reasons why these tags are not renewed is, first of all, in Oregon, in Portland, there's an attitude of not prosecuting crime. In fact, some states have passed laws that says the police cannot pull over a vehicle just for expired tags. Have to do with equity and things like that. So if you don't have any consequence of getting pulled over, why pay your tags? Well, first thing is that's creating a budget shortfall for the city of Portland. We'll get to that in a minute. But at the same time, maybe this was something that was intentional. Go back 7 years. This is 2000, and this article is 2017, right? There was a kind of renewable energy website called Renew Economy that said by 2030 you won't own one, meaning a car. Death spiral. This expired tags is part of the death spiral. So they predicted it. Maybe they intended it. Maybe they facilitated it. In between, what do we have happen? Well, in Portland, same city, 8,000 cars were stolen, and most of them are left on the side of the road stripped apart. Skyrocketing vehicle theft. What better way to get cars off the road than to steal them and strip them out, because now they can't go back on the road, right? Is there something coordinated with this? I'm not saying it's nefarious or it's a conspiracy, but I'm sure that there isn't much effort trying to get vehicles to renew their tags or to keep cars from getting stolen if they want all cars on the road to be gone by 2030. I think that it's possible that electric vehicles were like a halfway house, meaning that they're one step in between gas cars and no cars. It's not that they want to transition to electric vehicles, because electric vehicles are terrible. They don't go that far. They don't last that long. The batteries die. So maybe making a forced transition to electric vehicles by both manufacturers and consumers forces everybody to have your only option for a car be a terrible car, an electric vehicle, one nobody wants. So after a few years goes by where all you can buy is electric vehicles and nobody wants them and you can't use them, people say, well, why bother having cars? Use mass transit. Is that too much of a stretch? Am I thinking this too much? Cars getting stolen, cars not getting registered. 7 years ago, they were saying, you won't own a car. And then in the meantime, a forced electric vehicle transition where some states pass a law that says you can't buy a gas car in 2030, only electric. Maybe people aren't going to want that. Again, am I reading too much into this? Am I connecting dots that shouldn't be connected? I know you have an opinion about this. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think.